Welcome back to Vlogmas episode 2 and welcome to another 9 to 5 day in my life as a people consultant working in London. Today we're focusing on how to look after ourselves when we feel close to burnout. Let's practice habits to improve our work-life balance together. First things first, this month I am allowing the snooze button. Every other month of the year, I'm an advocate for getting straight out of bed and seizing the day. But today, and for right now, we're giving ourselves a little bit of extra grace. Today, my alarm went off at 6:30 and I spent 15 minutes enjoying being cozy under the warm covers whilst I could feel it was so cold and dark outside. Starting my day with a bit of intentional self-love, paired with a positive meditation to wake me up and get me out of bed, was the perfect way to start my day off with a little bit of balance when I know the rest of the day and my life is a little bit chaotic at the moment.
Hello guys, good morning. The mornings of gorgeous, lovely sunlight are well and truly over. Winter is here, and yes, I did wake up first thing this morning and put my socks straight on the radiator so that I could put on nice toasty socks when it came to getting dressed because, today's video is going to be all about the little things that we can do in the day to help us feel our best. It is a true self-care integrated with a 9 to 5 vlog video today. We have done 11 months of 2023. We all deserve a massive round of applause in my opinion. It has been a long slog this year and we have literally a few weeks left. I mean, this is the definition of the home straight. We are so close to the finish line. I have literally like 3 weeks left of work at this point. I've got the last week of December off, and even though it's so close, I am really starting to feel quite close to burnout, and that is just not an option. I have been so excited for Vlogmas all year. Work is very intense and I need to rise to the occasion. And so I want to make sure that I am not getting into like a grumpy, resentful mindset. Yesterday, on Sunday evening, I was feeling a little bit of the Sunday scaries, and this morning I wanted to wake up and have all of that be gone. So I literally started my day first thing this morning with a meditation, which I don't know why. When I don't meditate, I'm always like, oh yeah, well, it doesn't really make that much difference. I like listen to a silly thing for 15 minutes and I like put it off. And as soon as I do one again, it really, really, really makes a difference. So I'm so glad I started my morning with a bit of a meditation. It just helped me get up out of bed and get moving in a positive way. We've also done small things like wearing our Disney pajamas, which always put a smile on my face. And now we're wearing very comfy clothes and we've got our warm toasty socks on this morning. I'm also wearing one of my favorite tops. This is one of the Abercrombie bodysuits and it's just the comfiest thing in the world. I'm gonna put on my big cozy roll neck jumper later and I'm so excited because when I get into the office, I am definitely going to treat myself to a Christmassy coffee. Right, it is officially time to get off to work. I'm already feeling tired, guys. These early dark mornings, I need the sun to come up. I'm sitting here with my lamp so that you can all see me. But the sun's gonna come up and we're gonna feel great about today. So let's pack our bags, get out the door and head into the office. Let's go.
The morning commute. Some days I use this as an extra opportunity for productivity and for growth, but not this month. This month we are using this time to instill some extra balance into our work-life balance mission, which for me means chilling out, watching TV on my phone and enjoying the train before it starts to fill up the closer and closer I get to Waterloo. Once I get to Waterloo, the balance period is truly over and we are into full-on rush mode. One of the things I am making sure that I do continue to do is walk up and down all of the escalators I come across. At the moment, heading to the gym is just not on the cards for me. There's just no universe in which I'm going to be up at 5 and in the gym before I have to leave for work. So escalators and stairs it is for me to keep my body moving, and although sometimes I'm tired, it really does actually make a difference in just keeping my energy levels up. And then after I have squeezed through all of the crowds on the Jubilee line, I head straight to Pret to get myself something delicious to give me my morning boost of energy for when I get to the office. But it's lunchtime, which is absolutely the best time. So I've got Island Poke today. I thought I would give Attis a rest, and I have gone for their miso aubergine bowl, and it's really good. I also love their like lomi salmon. Oh no, I can't get the lid off. And then I very indelicately cover the entire thing in sriracha mayo, because sriracha mayo is like honestly my kryptonite. I'm just so obsessed. So we've got our delightful poke bowl for lunch, which I'm going to start tucking into. This morning, let me give you a bit of an update. This morning has been another busy one. This morning, my tasks have mostly been involving stakeholder management. So as I mentioned in my previous 9 to 5 vlog, I'm currently in the process of a 6-week, basically 6-week giant long workshop where we're getting people from the business to test the new system that we're going to start implementing next year. And part of my job is making sure that all the people that are doing that testing are happy and comfortable, and the right people are doing the right roles. So we've had a little bit of complications with a few people that have gone off sick and a few people that have gone off on holiday without letting anybody know. So we've had to try and work out the best way to backfill some of those numbers and to try and just logistically organise what we do about that. So there's been a bit of running around in a panic this morning trying to find new people that can help us while we've got some absences. And I definitely think it's one of those situations where in the moment you really start panicking, everybody looks to you, and you start feeling like it's your fault almost that these things happen. And then you just have to take a step back and go, like, life happens. People get poorly, they need time off, people take holiday, and they just made a mistake. They didn't tell anybody. And I just think it's always best to approach people and situations with as much like grace and understanding as you possibly can, because 9 times out of 10, people don't mean harm and they don't mean to make mistakes, and we're all just human and we're all just trying to do our best. And I think I literally tell myself that almost every day, and I tell other people that at work as well, like, just remember at the end of the day, we are all just trying to do our best, and that is all we can do. So on the theme of today's video of little things that we can do to look after ourselves is, one, if you're also feeling stressed, remind yourself of that mantra. Just say to yourself, I am doing my best. Like, every day I just wake up, I show up, and I'm doing my best, and that is awesome. And honestly, if every day you can say to yourself that you're doing your best, you're smashing it. Honestly, smashing it out of the park. The other thing that we can do to look after ourselves, or we have to, I mean, it's so mandatory at the moment where I can feel my body approaching burnout. I'm starting to get that faint feeling of like starting to feel ill. I could probably look so tired. Is to make sure that we are nourishing our bodies. So poke bowl is packed with goodness. So I've got aubergine, mango, edamame beans, cabbage, salad, rice, spring onions. I mean, the works. I've packed as much colour and nutrients into my lunch today as I possibly can to try and help fuel my body. You're currently propped to my water bottle, so I can't show you that, but I'm also demolishing a lot of water today. Water and hydration makes such a big difference to me, especially when I'm feeling a bit fatigued, like when I'm starting to lag and feel tired. Water, 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 it really helps like bring me back to life a little bit. So I'm going to eat this lunch, thoroughly enjoy, and then this afternoon, basically, my priorities for today is to work out what my schedule's like for the rest of the week. I am trying to focus on controlling the controllables whilst I am feeling overwhelmed and under a lot of pressure. Control the controllables and try and relax about the rest. So what can I control? I really feel like this week I need a day working from home. It's 6 weeks of being in the office every day, and it's basically like a 3-hour round trip commute for me. It's like an hour and a half in, an hour and a half home, and it's starting to exhaust me. So if I'm going to make it to the end of the 6 weeks of in the office, this week I need a day working from home just to recuperate a little bit. So me controlling the controllable means that I need to have a conversation with a few different people to make sure that on one of the days I really want to work from home, I'm happy for it to be any day that suits everybody else. And I'm going to say to them, I also think that they should take a day working from home as well, and I will cover them on the day that they need to work from home, and they can cover me on the day that I need to work from home. We can both just get a little bit of rest. I just think it's important that if we feel like we really need it, we ask for it and we advocate for our needs, and not just keep burning out, because the other scenario is that I do get ill and I burn out and then I'm not around to help everybody else, and that's a rubbish solution as well. So I'm going to work on the schedule for the next couple of weeks. I've also got a few like workshops or like mini masterclasses that I need to run late the tail end of this week and into next week, so I need to start planning those. I think I've already got a rough idea of what I want to do, but I want to kind of really get that down on paper. A lot of my job is PowerPoint, so I need to build my slides for that. And then separate to this 6-week long UAT process that I'm going through at the moment, I also have got another go live with a different part of this entire project that's going live in a few weeks. So I need to spend some time thinking about that, making sure that I've got all my deliverables signed off by the right stakeholders in the business. So yeah, a bit of a to-do list for this afternoon, but I'm hoping that this morning was a bit chaotic with troubleshooting. I'm hoping this afternoon will be a little bit more organized. Every time I say that, that gets thrown out the window. But I'm hoping that's going to be the case, so I can sit at my desk. I've got a couple of meetings, but other than that, I can plow through organizing schedules and ticking off deliverables and generally being organized. Right. Enough of me prattling away. I'm going to dive into my poke bowl, which I know is going to bring me back to life. In fact, to be honest, I might even take this back to my desk so I can chunk up my afternoon now. I've tucked myself in a room so that we could chat. I'm going to take this back to my desk, eat it up there, and then we can crack. So exhausted. I am fully showered, my hair is dried-ish, and we are heading downstairs for some food. We're having leftovers tonight, but actually because everyone, sorry, slippers are going on, because everyone at work was also just completely exhausted, we actually managed to get away quite early. I think it's one of those things where as soon as everyone admits that they're all feeling the pressure, it just makes everything so much easier, because I just was like, is anyone else feeling completely exhausted? And all of a sudden it was like, yeah, I am. And we then meant that like our wrap-up meeting that happens at 5 o'clock, that can sometimes kind of like really go on, ended at like 5:15. And I was like, okay,
I'm gonna go, I'm leaving early today, and has shot out the door. And we never finish that early, so I'm home, it's 7 o'clock, and we're about to have some dinner, and I'm so excited for some food. We have a kind of crazy leftover bowl today. We've got some leftover broccoli and cheese, and then we've got a bit of a aubergine tomato prawny thing on some rice and some salad. And once again, he was a gem for cooking this all yesterday and cooking enough so there was more today.
Talking about me?
Yeah, talking about you.
No, I didn't.
Thank goodness, yum. So good, leftovers are the best. Cameron is actually now on a work call in the kitchen, so I've been separated from my chocolate pudding, which I'm so excited to have. I literally just bought those 2 chocolate puddings and a packet of those strawberries, which is really not the most cost-effective way to buy strawberries. And they're also out of season right now, but anyway, never mind. I had to have them to go with the chocolate puddings. I'm hoping Cameron will share one with me once he's off the phone. But I'm just about to get cozy on the sofa, about to put the office on because it's just the most comforting TV, and as I keep saying, the theme of today is how we just try and restore ourselves and look after ourselves when things are feeling very intense but we can't do much to slow them down. So we're going to watch comfy comfort TV, treat ourselves to a little bit of chocolate pudding after dinner, which has me feeling so excited and has totally boosted my mood. And let me show you the funnest thing ever. This is probably one of those things that oh my God. Sorry, Cameron finished on his call and just came out and just gave me the absolute fright of my life. Ooh, I don't know why I'm so jumpy. I knew it was in the kitchen. Anyway, other people probably find this like really normal, but I think this is the coolest thing ever. So if you're not very tech savvy like me, then check this out because I think it's amazing. Hey Google, turn on the Christmas lights.
Got it. Turning Christmas tree on.
Don't you think that's so cool? I think I got the command wrong. It was turn Christmas tree on, but like, wow. Don't you just think she looks incredible? I don't think I've had the opportunity to show you her properly at night time yet. She's just something else. Oh, it's on the setting where the lights like work through each of the options, but she's just so gorgeous. I love her. Anyway, now that Cameron has finished on his call, we can make some chocolate puddings. Yum, yum, yum. These ones that melt in the middle, I mean, I bet they are full of so much naughtiness, but they taste so good. Time to get these in the oven. Into the bowl. Put a few strawberries. Each one. I honestly think this is actually my heaven. Strawberries and chocolate pudding. can possibly believe it, tonight I actually don't have a mint tea with me. I have a mint tea almost every single night, as you know. I mean, literally, it must be 99% of evenings. Whether I'm at a hotel, if I'm on holiday, there is always a mint tea before bed. But lately, I just need to get some sleep. So I've just got into bed. It is 20 to 10 and I'm going straight to sleep. Honestly, my ambition tonight is to sleep by 10. That's what we're aiming for. And if I had a mint tea, I'd sit up and I'd drink it, and that'd be another 20 minutes before I'd even then start drifting off to sleep. So we're skipping the tea today. But I am so excited that I did agree with people in the office that I am going to work from home on Wednesday this week, which means I've got tomorrow in the office again. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to have a day working from home before I'm then back in the office for the rest of the week. And I am so insanely excited. It's one of those things where I think the truth is that my perfect sweet spot is 2 days in the office, 3 days working from home. Like, I think for me, that's the dream. Or maybe 1 day in the office, 1 or 2 days, like fluctuating depending on who else is in the office and how I'm feeling at the time, and kind of just the variables of how intense work is or not. But because when I have periods of time where I'm home the whole time, I kind of miss being in the office. And now being in the office like all week, every week for like 6 weeks in a row, that is too much. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a bit of balance again. Maybe in the new year, I'm not really sure, but the program that I'm working on, like the big go live for it, is in April, so it might be quite intense until April. We'll see how we go. Anyway, despite some of the intensities of today, I've honestly had such a lovely day, even when there were a few occasions today where honestly I was feeling quite overwhelmed at work. I also realised that my period was starting, which is why I think the last few office days as well over the last week I've just been feeling like extra emotional and like overwhelmed more than usual, which you know what it's like, ladies. That week before is just not our friend. So that's also answered some of my queries where I'm like, oh, why am I letting this stuff get to me, whereas usually I can kind of rise above it. But yeah, spending today reminding myself of all of the small habits that just help me instill a bit of that work-life balance a little bit more efficiently has been such a game changer. Honestly, all the way through from what I was doing last night to prepare me for today, like wearing my cozy Disney pajamas, to that gingerbread latte, which, oh my gosh, I recommend that so highly. That was such a delicious way to start my day. And then this evening has just been so super chill. I've literally watched a few episodes of The Office, done a little bit of Vlogmas planning. I am so excited that we are fully into Vlogmas now. It is just, I say fully into Vlogmas, we're like a couple of days into December, but it feels very exciting to be doing Vlogmas a little bit more properly than I was able to last year. I'm hoping that each year that I'm on YouTube, I can just get better and better at Vlogmas with the more experience that I get and the more time, hopefully, that I have to spend on it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for spending the day with me. It really does help give me that extra boost when it feels like I've got a whole team of friends with me during the day when I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I hope some of these tips and tricks can help you whilst you're feeling overwhelmed as we approach the end of the year. But honestly, to literally all of you, well done, because seriously, we have smashed through 2023. We've got only a few weeks left, and we should all make sure to try and prioritize while we're on this last home straight as much as we can to just really enjoy ourselves and build in some of that proper self-care, self-love, and just appreciate how much we've achieved over the last year. Because the closer we get towards the end of December, the closer I am to just switching off, turning off my productive brain before we then get into goal setting for a new year. Oh my goodness. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have the loveliest week, and I truly cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.